Welcome back everybody to Let's Play Umineko When They Cry. In the last episode, we ended off with Rosa basically slapping her daughter in the face. And you may have noticed that it's been a long time since I've recorded. Let's actually go into that as we continue on. So, a lot of things have happened since I have recorded. If you guys remember, it's been weeks since I've actually updated my videos. There's a reason for that. First off is that, well, I had some life things I had to deal with. Pokemon took over my life. I know Sun and Moon was already out whenever I recorded last, but since then I've been getting more into competitive battling, and I'm currently making up my team and breeding and all that good jazz. So that's kind of where things went. But other than that, I actually did watch the first arc of this anime. Yeah, the first episode of this entire visual novel I have actually watched. This was so that I could gauge how far I was in the Let's Play and when things are actually going to get creepy. Because I'll be honest, after the 16th video, I got tired of waiting. So yes, we are actually getting close to when things turn into Creepy Town. So that's good. Oh, more slaps. Beyond that, I did actually mean to start this up about a week ago. You know, actually get back into things, but I also got sick. I'm actually in the tail end of me being sick. So, if I sound a little bit, you know, not right, I getting over a cold, basically. And that's basically where I've been. Other than that, I need to get a new microphone because my microphone's falling apart. This microphone I've had, oh geez, I've had this microphone since at least halfway through Higurashi. I don't remember if it was Kai or not, but the microphone is still useful, but it's now uncomfortable to wear, as you know how you have headphones, you have a left and right, you know, ear thing? Well, now I only have a left one, the one with the microphone on it. The right one's completely fallen off due to the test of time. So I found out a little bit more about this visual novel. One of the things I found out is that I can indeed download and play an updated version of this visual novel on Steam. You can too. It's for $20. It's the exact same thing that you can get for Higurashi. If you don't know Higurashi, the first 4 chapters of Higurashi have been completely redone, revamped, and, you know, restylized by manga gamers on Steam, and it's available to buy for the low ball price of about $20. Same with Umineko When They Cry. Now that this information has come to my attention, the question now commences. Am I going to change? You know what? I think it's safe to say, after all the reasons I gave on why I'm never going to patch, you know, Rikishio 7's work, I think it was either my second or first reason, but one of them I stated that it would be a disservice to Ryukishio 7's work in general. It's kind of like, hey, you made this great story, oh, your art sucks? Well, fuck your art. I don't respect you as a content creator, so I'm just gonna change up your art entirely. That's what it feels like to me. And I know that some of you will disagree with me and you want better looking graphics, and if that's the case, it's on Steam and it's $20. You don't have to listen to me ramble. You can get your own copy of this game. I believe it is translated by, I don't think it's translated by Witch Hunt. I think it's completely translated by manga gamers. Even if she is your daughter, you shouldn't be violent like that. So the fact that it's your daughter, you can be violent. Man, the 1980s. We live in the world of I almost said 2014 for some reason. We live in the world of... Okay, I was wondering, I couldn't make it, I forgot my buttons. Enter is what I've been using in order to make things go fast. And I have been using the right button, which doesn't make it go fast for the beginning of this video. I was wondering why things are going very short. Dude's in high school? Dude's in fucking high school? Holy shit. But I am going to stick by this version of Umineko When They Cry because A, it's the original version of Umineko When They Cry translated by Witch Hunt, and B, I do not want to change the sprites for whatever reasons. Plus, we've already gotten accustomed to this music. I know that Higurashi How, the Steam version of Higurashi When They Cry, that's currently been updated. I know Higurashi How is a completely different thing than the Steam version, but for simplicity's sakes, we'll just say that the Steam version of Higurashi is Higurashi How. I know Higurashi How is completely different music than the manga gamers' music, and it's stuff like that that, I don't know. Oh, she's a 4th grader already, and she's making those sounds. Oh, fun fact. Actually, let me finish off with Higurashi How. There's a lot of music in the visual novel of Higurashi When They Cry. Also, by the way, there's no sound effects here on my end, if you're wondering. The music of Higurashi When They Cry was so good. I don't know how Higurashi How is going to rectify that. And I'm afraid it's going to be doing the same thing with Umineko When They Cry. Plus, it doesn't have Umineko When They Cry, what the fuck is it? It's like Chizu? I think it's called Chizu. That's like chapters 5 through 8. Speaking of that, also, there's a lot of things to speak about. The anime. I mentioned that I watched the anime of this. I found out that the anime is actually an incomplete version, as it only covers the first 4 chapters of the visual novel. Yes, there's no Kai of Umineko When They Cry in terms of the anime. I found that to be disappointing. And so I'm going to rectify that with you guys here. If you guys feel like my Let's Play is too short, if you feel like the visual novel's too long, then you have one of 2 options. First of all, you can either suck it up and, you know, read the visual novel on your own, $20 on Steam, at least the first 4, and honestly, if you go to Manga Gamer's site, you can definitely download Umineko When They Cry, the same way I did. You'll have to pay for it, of course, and then you'll have to get the Witch Hunt translation, but it is doable, it's an easy process. If you guys want, I can have... I don't know if I still have access to Manga Gamer's site, but if I do, I can make a video on how to go about everything. And the second way you can do that is the manga. The manga is the best version of Higurashi When They Cry, and I bet you anything it's also going to be the best version of Umineko When They Cry. If you want creepiness, if you want scariness, if you want goreness, but you don't want to wait forever for the visual novel, but you know that the anime doesn't live up to the expectations of the source material, the mangas are the best way to read these. And I always say support the official release, and you can order the mangas online and get them physically. But if you don't want to do that, it's the internet. There are sources where you can read them. I don't personally condone using those sources, but for this series, if you really want to read this series, I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you want to order the books online, go ahead. If you don't, that's your business. But reading the manga is possibly the best way you can enjoy the When They Cry series. And also on top of all of that, he's making another When They Cry. I found that out too. Like, on New Year's, that Ryukishio 7 is going to be making another When They Cry in 2017. Now, whether it connects to Higurashi like Umineko connects to Higurashi, as in it kind of, but it also kind of doesn't, we don't know. We don't even know what it's going to be called. For all I know, it could be called When the Kasunis Cry. I swear to gosh, if it's When the Foxes Cry, fuck me, am I right? Like, am I right? I've already cried enough in this series, and the previous series. So, with all of that, Chowdabees. It's not really Chowdaboos, right? Like, I'm not wrong on this. She is annoying. she is making weird sounds. That's no reason to hit them. But in the 4th grade, you need to stop making some weird sounds. Like, ooh, 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 ooh. You're basically crying like a baby. And I'm not saying... Actually, what the fuck am I saying? I am saying that. I'm a great role model. What I'm saying is Rosa is completely within her parental right to slap a child. To slap her child. A lot of leniency nowadays, by the way. I've noticed that. There's a lot of leniency in parenting nowadays. When back in my day, if you did something wrong, oh boy, you got slapped. I don't even think I got slapped that much as a kid. So now that all of that's been done and out of the way, the actual thing that happened last video was that they were trying to find her rose, they couldn't. She declared that it was there the entire time, but it's not. And now we're here. And I have to say, after watching the anime, which the anime is okay in its own right, I'm not saying that the anime is completely fucked. I'm just saying is that the anime is only halfway done, and there's a lot of plot holes in the anime, and also, I gotta go ahead and, like, mute Facebook, apparently. Is there a way I can mute Facebook? Yes I can. There we go. I just don't want that to appear in the video, the sound of Facebook happening. Oh my fucking gosh, that's so cool. That is so fucking cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my fucking gosh. That's so fucking cool. The rain, that never happened in Higurashi. Oh my gosh. So now I know what's going to happen, and I know for some people that they're kind of disappointed in that, but there's 2 reasons why I watched the anime. Number 1 is, we're on episode 16. No, this is actually episode 17. And plot hasn't happened. You realize that by this point, with shorter videos, Higurashi had already established that a murder happened, established that my friends might be hiding something, established a character named Satoshi, and established that he, quote-unquote, transferred. All within 16 videos. And yet, with 20-minute time limits on this one, or at least however many I'm trying to do, I have yet to have any sort of... The most is the Legend of the Golden Witch that's happening. The whole thing, the epitaph. That's the creepiest thing that has happened. So, I want to find out if things got creepier, and... oh, it did. Oh, it did. I can't wait to read... I cannot wait to get to those parts in the visual novel, and I only watched the first fucking arc. I can't even imagine what the next arcs are going to be like. But it does pick up pretty soon. I would say that by at least episode 25, we are going to have shit hit the fan. If by episode 25 shit doesn't hit the fan, I'm going to cry in a corner. But we are getting to that point. But just to let you guys know, in terms of time, this is the night before shit gets real, apparently. According to the anime could be wrong. As it is sometimes. I love that. Hold on. Look at that in the background. Look at this in the background. It's so cool. Oh, there's... Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to admit, the guy really stepped up his game in terms of visual novel stuff. Welcome to my banquet. Actually, I think one of the chapters is named Banquet of the Witch. Wait, is that this chapter? Holy shit, Is Chapter 1 Banquet of the Witch? I know every chapter is called Blink of the Golden Witch, which is why I make references to witches. By the way, the glass shattering happens in the anime as well, whenever the logo appears. It's pretty funny. So 1 hour later, it's 6 o'clock at night. Is it? Yeah, it's 6 p.m. In the game, it's 6 p.m. That doesn't look like 6 p.m. That looks like 6 p.m., what was it, daylight savings or non-daylight savings? I forget which, whenever it's like, oh, it's 5 o'clock, and it's dark outside. I don't know which one's which. I know it's incredible. Have you seen the effects? Dude knows how to fucking write a visual novel, and he's improved since Higurashi. I mean, could you, stop and imagine for a second. These raindrop effects in Tatarugoroshi. Yes, you're imagining it. It's good, it's great, and I wish it was a thing. Oh, I wish that was a thing. Only time will tell if Higurashi How actually did that. Which, by the way, so far in Higurashi How, I haven't been reading it too much, because, you know, it's the retelling of Higurashi when they cry. It's the exact... It has different wordings, which leads me to believe either one of two things happened. Either it's retranslated from Ryuki Ishio 7's original text, which is bad, or it's Ryuki Ishio 7's original text, and the one that I Let's Played wasn't, which is also kind of bad. But so far it's good. The only thing I don't like is, and I think this is the same with Umineko, is, you look at the backgrounds in Umineko, look how they're all blurred. This is Ryuki Ishio 7's style to make the backgrounds blurred, to complement the bad art in the foreground. However, when Higurashi How comes about, they just kept the background, so you have these beautiful art, in these beautiful sprites in the foreground, and these terrible, like, photoshopped background arts in the background. It's really weird. It's jarring at best. Like, have you guys played the new modern Doom? You know whenever you go into those Doom rooms where, like, it has the old Doom aesthetics in the background and everything, but all the enemies, and you especially, are all, like, fucking modern? It's jarring, you know? I've missed this series. I really have. I have work all week this week, so right now I'm planning on recording at least 7 videos. And I'm recording 7 videos so we can actually get to the fucking plot, so that I could be like, holy fucking shit, and people are gonna be like, I know, right? I've been waiting for you to get to this part, and it's like, yeah, I've been waiting for me to get to this part too. It's only take about 50 fucking videos, but you know, whatever. Yeah. Fuck my life, sometimes. Speaking of that, I've wondered, you guys really like it when I do visual novels, when I react to what's going on, I read what's going on, and I kind of make it a whole thing. If you guys didn't, I wouldn't have grown as a channel as much as I did. So I want to know, beyond 07's work, what other visual novels would you recommend that I Let's Play? Or read? I wouldn't mind reading visual novels too. As I say every time whenever I talk to someone, visual novels are probably the best way to ever fucking read anything. I really wish that more books would become visual novels. Could you imagine a visual novel of Harry Potter? Like, seriously, imagine it for a second. No, imagine it for a second. Yeah. A lot of people will be reading Harry Potter. It's so good. You get to see the characters and their expressions in the foreground. You get to read everything that's going on. You have sound effects in the background. You have the whole aesthetics of the environment, the setting that you can physically see. It helps so much with reading and imagining things. I mean, if this was just literally text, I would never know what these characters look like. But because it's a visual novel, I know what these characters look like, and because I know what these characters look like, they are now the characters that I see whenever I read. Well guys, it looks like this episode of Umineko When They Cry is going to be cut short. If you didn't hear, I just got a phone call. Yes, that is my ringtone. You might not have heard it very well, but it's actually the Manga Gamer's music from Higurashi that I love the best. Anyways, I have to go right now, but I will be back in a bit to continue recording. So until then guys, I will see you guys in the next video of Umineko When They Cry. So until then guys, see you then.